can't stop! Steak. Well, that would explain it. Sorry. Guess I've been away a while. Shouldn't be such a stranger. Such a bad example for the men. And he gets pretty lonely, too. Come on, Dee Dee.
The story you are about to hear is very lame. Names have been changed, but no one is innocent. This game is extremely difficult. Most games you practice for a long time to learn all the little tricks and rules of the mechanics. But when the game itself starts forgetting its own rules, that's when it gets really tough. So what I'm talking about is something that happened, as it always do, at the end of an FOB mission. And our opponent is right here. Tong Xiaoping. That is at least what we will be calling him. So we start the mission here. Standard equipment that I use for the time. I'm not gonna review it.
We're meeting the new recruits, boss.
18 minutes. I never understood the time thing. Some people have a lot of time, some people don't.
Be careful down there, boss.
But everything went pretty smoothly on this this run, this mission. Just do this usual thing: slide up the stairs, go over here, and ram into the little guy and make him run on the ground.
Where are your friends?
It's like SWAT 4. Put your hands up and get down. Yeah, usual drill. Go around here, drop the fucking railing, and crawl up again. And here we have an example of this is important. Just notice here, reflex mode. If you don't know, it's a mechanic in the game where as soon as you're spotted, time will slow down just ever slightly for a few seconds, and you have a few moments to react before the alarm goes off. This is the only chance you have. We'll show it here again for another example. So you have barely a second or two to react before all is lost. And without this, it's impossible. You can't pull this off. I mean, of course, if you practice the same thing over and over again, you could probably pull off these missions in just without any reflex mode, without ever getting spotted. But the thing is, you can't practice. You're not allowed to try the same thing over and over again. You get one shot, and every time you try a new base, the whole thing is gonna be different. People have different security measures and security devices. Their cameras and their mines are gonna be placed differently. Using Noctisine to spot my enemies through the Noctisine. Using that to spot enemies through walls, somehow. I should be able to spot anyone coming from below deck. But I don't see anyone. I see the people outside and one on the railing on the very edge of the platform, which is far away. I ran the footage over and over, but I still don't see anyone. And then all of a sudden, this happens. Wait, what? Let's take that again. So he comes up the stairs, and notice how he's not glowing like everybody else should be. Now go back a little bit. Notice how the subtitles say "don't move," but we don't hear anyone say that. What that actually is Snake telling the guard not to move, because if you sneak up on somebody without them noticing you and you aim at them at close range, he will tell them to freeze or don't move. But it doesn't really make any sense because the guy has already seen me. In fact, he yells at the top of his lungs, "Hostile! Hostile!" But what I really want to know is what happened to the reflex mode. And look at that, at the last second he's even throwing his arms in the air like he's regretting the whole thing. Apparently this one guard is invisible to Noctisine. He's also somehow telepathic as he screams through explosions of C4 and everybody knows where he is. And on top of that, he has apparently faster reflexes than Snake. And then after using his unusual gifts, he regrets the whole thing. I decided to bring him home for further examination, but sadly the mission was a failure.
Infiltration mission failed.